A very important part of what we do here at the Honors College is to provide a place for the learning and sharing of ideas from many different disciplines. As students at a large university, we spend most of our time in a classroom like this, great for long lectures but not nearly as well suited to conversation and an exchange of ideas. In our classrooms, we need a space that allows us to move freely, communicate with both professors and classmates, as well as transition from a learning space to a presenting space. Another way to foster discussion is to create a space that allows an opportunity to meet with professors. Not only would this be valuable in improving classroom performance, but also in boosting relationships with professors that provide students with valuable guidance and better letters of recommendation. Also, there are times when these smaller spaces are not sufficient. In these times, it would be incredibly valuable to have a small, multi-purpose auditorium. This space could be used for expert guest lectures, to bring and keep students in the new honors building. Other uses could include club meetings, performances from honor students, or even a classroom space if a professor feels a larger space would be more conducive to the teaching. Creating a multi-purpose space like this would foster discussion while also allowing a type of conversation not possible in our current honors building. By creating a space where honors students can learn and share ideas, these features can help bring and keep students in the new honors building while also preparing them to make an impact in the world both during and after their time at USF.
Producing a community that is built up as a family is the cornerstone of creating an engaged and interactive community. I believe this is a missing essential in the current Honors College system and can be resolved by designing an appropriate space in the new Honors College building. By distributing the incoming freshmen into organized groups led by an upperclassman, I believe we can begin to build a more engaged community. Envision for a moment a floor of the new building that held around 20 study rooms, each designed for a specific group of students. This would provide a space for the students to meet on a regular basis to do as they please. The intention of these areas would be for activities such as studying together, eating lunch, or more simply, socializing. The purpose of this is to build relationships. These relationships can be further developed by an upperclassman leader who would coordinate to attend current USF events with the groups of students. College can be a foreign and intimidating place for new students, so this interactive environment is able to aid in social support for freshman college students and can be a meaningful and convenient way to make new friends while beginning school. This idea and type of architectural infrastructure has been implemented at other universities in which they call these groups societies or families. Because here at USF our mascot is the bull, I strongly believe these cohorts should be referred to as herds. The application of these study rooms for the herd groups would be an effective way of creating a more engaged honors college community.
When I walk around USF, I not only see the university where I go to learn, but I also see an opportunity to learn more about other people's cultures by talking to different people. USF boasts of being a diverse university with students from many different countries around the world. Every country has its own unique culture. Since USF is a multicultural university, this diversity should be portrayed through the physical buildings on our campus. I present to you numerous different university buildings from around the world to perhaps inspire an all-encompassing, multicultural, and unique honors college building or buildings that recognizes the diversified student body. This picture made me wonder what building is at the center of USF. I like the idea of the honors building becoming the center of our campus, marked by an inspiring building that the students love to see and go to. Our current honors building is also brown. So what differentiates this one seen in the picture and our current building? I believe that this picture is more alluring since though it is brown, it still looks innovative and the wood even adds to its appeal. I love this building since it looks new and futuristic, yet at the same time the building shows Egyptian culture by using the golden color. I believe the new honors building should also find a way to show the honors college's diverse culture. This building reminded me of the ISA building on our campus. The lit up atmosphere gives it a welcoming glow, just as I believe the new honors college building should also be welcoming to all of our students. I saw this picture and I initially thought that it may be a temple. Next, I realized that it would make an interesting dorm building for the honors college. This building looks luxurious yet simple. All of these buildings from different countries have something unique that I believe we can add to our own unique and diverse university.
Hello everyone, my name is Sean Lever and I'm an honors college student at USF. If you're watching this video, then that likely means the USF administration has found me and my research. Now, I don't have much time, but I'm going to try and explain it all to you. My research, as I'm sure you all know, is about the design of a new honors college building. Now, as part of my research into that, I've been looking to incorporate a cafe in the building, and I believe the administration is starting to catch on. So if you're watching this, I want you to help me complete my research. Now, as far as we know, the students want a new cafe, but why would they want that with all the options? Well, these areas don't have what students really need, and my research can fix that. This new cafe is going to incorporate low prices, a great location, and an environment unique to the area. But, and this is what the administration doesn't want you to know, and why they're after me, it'll be run by students. Did you guys hear that? Never mind, it was probably nothing. Anyways, this cafe is going to be run by the students, and it's going to provide students with unique opportunities to run their own business and learn through this experience. It will also be a literal classroom for other students if they need a break from whatever room they're currently in. This cafe has the potential to change the way university cafes are forever. That's where you come in. Only you guys can make this dream a reality. Now help me. Help me before they find... Who are you, huh? How did you find me? What did... No!
The heart of the Honors College are discussion-based classes where our learning is conducted seminar style. This is basically learning through a conversation. This actually originated from Socrates and his Socratic dialogues, where a question is asked and this spawns a conversation which spawns more questions. For a good conversation, the right environment must be there, including the right aesthetics. A good academic conversation evokes much of the same feelings as the comfort of dinner talk among friends. These pictures illustrated here embody these qualities. They're also a good demonstration of the best aesthetics for a conversation. Warm, cozy, inviting. They have natural tones and features. The wood and the leaves make one feel at ease. The standard classroom is not conducive to facilitate the seminar-style classes the Honors College has. They feel stifling and make it hard to feel connected to one another. May be okay for lectures, but not for engagement and conversation. So the new classrooms need to be innovative and different to let this conversation really shine, as it would in the comfort of a dinner conversation, such as one that would happen in this relaxing outdoor cafe pictured here. So this needs to be transferred to the new Honors College classes.
So one of the most important things about a building is going to be centrality and location. And right now where I'm standing is a field right by the arts buildings over there, and then our sciences buildings over here. Students from both of these disciplines populate the Honors College greatly, especially with our generally small population in terms of overall students. I mean, to be fair, there are a lot of us, but this is a great scenic area, and it's super relaxing, and it provides a great new way for students to travel through the campus and changes the traffic patterns a bit to keep things a little further away from the library, but also still allowing students to go where they want to go. So that first location you guys saw is going to might be recognized by you guys as location 2. This is location 4, I believe. So this is right in front of Cooper, well, to the right of Cooper. And here we have a field that would be nice. It's a very large area. You can make a nice garden out of it, and that's a great point. However, it's right next to the library, and we want people to be spending time in the new Honors building, to enjoy it and experience it. And the library being right there, not only is that going to cause more traffic for this area, which is somewhat of a safety hazard, but also people aren't going to have a reason to visit the Honors building. They're going to visit the library, where they already go. It's what they're used to. People are creatures of habit, usually. So, yes, it's lovely, but I honestly think that the lake aesthetic in the background of the other one, as well as the other buildings being nearby, actually being honors student, generally frequented buildings. Our camera guy was an honors student at one point, and he didn't seem to have the time to actually get to visit it a lot. And this way, it would have been much closer to his classes. And he's an engineering student, so say hi, Kurt.
Hi.
There we go.
I wanted to talk about nature and buildings because humans are predisposed to think of nature as beautiful. When you think about it, early on, humans lived within nature, and this helps to explain why we are so attracted to it, even in buildings. What I love about this building is the warm wood that gives a comforting, inviting feeling. This kind of color scheme gives such an earthy feeling that I believe the Honors College would enjoy and could even help students and faculty to do their work. It also has a little foliage at the bottom along what seems to be stone paths, which enhances the natural look given by the hardwood floors. And of course, the large skylight allows for a large amount of natural light to warm the building. This really opens up the entryway, which is great for common areas like the cafe where people can hang out. It also is great for the students and faculty because natural light is proven to improve mood and focus. The rooms on the right would be great study rooms, still allowing some of that natural light without allowing too much that it would be distracting. I also like that these rooms have windows to see outside, but are still able to be secluded from the common areas. Overall, this building is able to fulfill both the needs of fellowship as well as intimacy for studying by using nature as a calming environment. But the building still has a sense of professionalism, which is exactly what the Honors College needs.
Sunlight. This segment is on the importance of natural lighting. Here at USF, one of the best features of the campus are the sections of greenery present throughout, between areas like the MLK Plaza and more nonchalant natural places. The campus can be really appealing visually. However, oftentimes, when one is to enter the many buildings around campus, they are met with hallways surrounded by classrooms and with no windows in sight. Then upon entering the classrooms, it is apparent the classrooms have no windows either. When the classrooms are like this, it can make one feel confined, as though they're in a basement, even when they are multiple stories up. Should they not take advantage of the view and allow students to look out, or even allow others to see more inside the building from outside? This applies to the library as well, where there are large sections without any natural lighting, but the few places that do are some of the nicest in the building. However, we do have classrooms that have available natural lighting, but oftentimes they are only in certain buildings and are few and far between in comparison to the more bleak ones. Which then begs the question, why have all the bleak interior rooms? They contrast so much with the natural aesthetic, often present throughout campus. Most people don't want to be in a classroom like this, when instead they can be in one like this instead. This is something both students and teachers can agree upon.
Comfort is what makes a place inviting, relaxing, and to some degree productive. Google Dictionary defines comfort as a state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint. When people are comfortable, they are free to complete tasks with an unburdened state of mind. Project for Public Spaces, a nonprofit that helps build communities, defines comfort as one of the 4 key attributes of what they call a great place. Within this characteristic, there are several qualities that they provide that can be used to evaluate a space on its level of comfort. In terms of an honors college, I think the most important are how charming the place is, the suitability, the walkability, the cleanliness, openness, safety, and attractiveness of the space. While these are all abstract and difficult to base design on, they can be used to evaluate places that can inspire the design of new spaces. For inspiration, welcoming parks, cozy bedrooms, and inviting cafes can lend ideals of comfort.
There are a number of professional and social events that the Honors College and its student organizations host throughout the year, and professors and faculty sponsor quite a few events as well. While attendance is never mandatory, we as students and staff are always looking to promote greater involvement in our college. When designing my three-dimensional model, I noticed I created a few columns with banners stringing them together as a method of placing advertisements for events or calendars for the college, something similar to this. To take my idea to the extreme, I thought of the possibility of a larger-than-life billboard sitting in our reception area, and while I think that would certainly draw a crowd, the idea is not really practical. Reviewing over my design and planning towards the future, I found that the best and most practical way of getting my point across would be to have a large interactive advertising space in the reception or entrance of the Honors College. This may include space set aside for digital touchscreens for students to interact with as they walk through the college. Having a clear-cut space to advertise and share with students will not just bring bodies to events, it will also help to build our honors community and encourage the environment that we work so hard to create.
I want you to imagine for a second. Lush greenery, the whistling of the wind as it blows past your ears. A warm breeze brushes against your face, and you can hear leaves rustling slightly. You see students gathered around a grill with their professor, cooking up what smells like a wonderful feast. You can hear a soft voice discussing the expensive, fancy hotel in Singapore in your left ear, and in your right, you hear the unmistakable sound of someone playing a didgeridoo. Is this what you were imagining? My time at the Honors College has given me endless opportunities to engage with new cultures and learn new things through hands-on experiences. The difficulty is that most of these experiences cannot be achieved through the standard classroom. The solution? The first rooftop garden atop of the new Honors College building. The Honors College prides itself on being diverse and colorful, and yet our roof is black and white. By adding some color and foliage to our roof, we not only embody what the Honors College is about, but we also open new doors for teachers and students to grow. Food seen across different cultures can be grown. Students can observe science and mechanics in motions. A new perspective from many stories off the ground can be gained, and urban landscapes can be observed in a whole new lens. The things I described to you, whistling of the wind, the sound of students playing music, the aroma of food, presentations on Singapore, these were all things that I experienced from the Honors College, but in separate places. Wouldn't it just be wonderful for it all to be located in one space?